And what's happening, everybody? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for a late night review of Wednesday night's NXT episode, the July 26th edition. I'm sorry this is coming to you guys late. As I said in my SmackDown Live review, I don't always get to watch NXT at the exact moment, but I watched it last night and then I fell asleep because I was just tired. I had a really long day yesterday. I had to get up really early. So I had to rewatch the main event just now as I was finishing some stuff up for work. So I am here now to give you my live results of NXT from the July 26th, 2017 edition. Overall, I thought tonight's episode of NXT, this week's episode of NXT, it was a pretty solid show. It wasn't an A show. It wasn't a C show. I gave it about a B grade. I thought it was a really solid effort from the developmental brand of WWE, as it usually is. We kicked off with a match between Ember Moon and Lady Tapa, I believe the name was. I'd never seen Lady Tapa before, and boy, when she came out, I saw resemblance of Nia Jax. Like, this is one big woman. So, I mean, I see, maybe, I don't know, it's like someone caught my attention. I'm thinking maybe she could be, a bigger star down the line, but she was in there pretty much just to help Ember Moon get over. And Ember Moon won by hitting the Eclipse on Tapa. And after the match, Ember Moon takes the microphone and says, "I'm ready for Asuka. I want Asuka." At NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Further the story more forward, Ember Moon got cheated out of winning the title back at NXT TakeOver Orlando when Asuka, which the story plays out that Asuka finally realizes she has someone that is a threat to her in Ember Moon. So what she do? She used the heel tactics, and Asuka was slowly showing signs of a heel here and there towards the end of the year in 2016. More so whenever I think people think she solidified after her match against Mickie James at NXT TakeOver Toronto. And then she really seemed to, step up in her heel role. I mean, more as a heel rather than like a tweener or baby face at NXT TakeOver Orlando when she pushed the referee into the ropes to knock Ember Moon off so she wouldn't be able to hit her Eclipse on her. So they've been separated for a while, but I'm looking forward to seeing these two finally go at it. Ember Moon was supposed to take part in a fatal four-way at NXT TakeOver Chicago, but an injury held her out of that as it was just a triple threat then between Asuka, Nikki Cross, and the newcomer Ruby Riott. So I look forward to seeing match number 2 between Asuka and Ember Moon at NXT TakeOver Orlando. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, and I think this will be the moment where Ember Moon finally dethrones Asuka, and Ember Moon will become the NXT Women's Champion, the new NXT Women's Champion. As it was obvious when Ember Moon came in, she was going to be the next big name in the women's division on NXT, but they've done a good job with, building her up, not rushing her into the title picture or anything, and I think it's time. The iron is hot for Ember Moon, and we strike and we give her the title. We then had the Authors of Pain come out to face Damon Ramos and Timothy Bumpers. But then right before the match started, Sandy appeared. And, of course, they first beat down Ramos and Bumpers. And then they turned their attention to the Authors of Pain. And they have a nice little brawl, but, it playing backfired because Nikki Cross also was standing in the way of the Authors of Pain. But they just walked right around Nikki, and they went in there, and it was Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane fighting because I forgot why. Apparently Eric Young wasn't at this set of tapings for NXT, but we'll have to see if he is for the last set of tapings before TakeOver. Will he be there as it looks like they're going to go with a Sanity and an Authors of Pain match at NXT Brooklyn 3, which I'm completely fine with. I mean, I don't know if Sanity will defeat Authors of Pain. I more see down the line Heavy Machinery getting that nod and beating the Authors of Pain. But I feel like they should need a little more time just to build them up. I thought maybe it'd face them at TakeOver Brooklyn 3, but it looks like they had a match a couple weeks ago. It was all right, but there's better going to be coming between Authors of Pain and Heavy Machinery. So give them more time to build. Probably they'll win the tag titles I'd say maybe an NXT TakeOver Houston. If not, then NXT TakeOver Philadelphia in January. Sometime next year, Authors of Pain, Bobby Roode, maybe Hideo Itami, like those few will be up on the main roster. Now, I don't see anybody getting called up to the main roster for a while. Oh, and Asuka too will probably be up by then. So yeah, we have some people whose their title reign is going to probably come to an end sometime soon. I'm not sure if Bobby Roode's will come to an end at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, which I like. It's not probable, so more obvious. So we'll see what happens when it goes from there. We then had this match. I think first before this match, I think it was when they showed some point during the show. They showed a parking lot interaction between not Andrade, No Way Jose and I can't remember what her name is. The woman who is seeming to be paired up now with Andrade Cien Almas. Pretty much shown because the next match featured the guy who had an upset over Almas not too long ago. Cesar Bononi. No way Jose beat him last week, and then Andrade Cien Almas came out there and he started attacking Bonini, or whatever his name is, Bononi. I can't remember. I'm sorry. And he pretty much like, "Hey, Jose, come here. I want to do next." So it looks like we might be getting a match between No Way Jose and Andrade Cien Almas, which I'm completely fine with that. No Way Jose could use some more, takeover experience. I feel, and Andrade Cien Almas continues to thrive in his heel role. So I think this could be a good view to get them on the card at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Then the next match, speaking of Cesar Bononi, we had him against the Velveteen Dream. It was over just like a squash match for the Velveteen Dream. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really too interested in the Velveteen Dream, honestly. I mean, we all know it's Patrick Clark with this different gimmick, and it just hasn't quite sunk into me yet. I mean, he probably is talented, but I actually have to keep continuing to try to get to know this new gimmick for him and see where it goes from him. But pretty much a squash match there. We then have Drew McIntyre come out and cut a really nice promo, talking about how when he first came to WWE, he was called Vince McMahon's chosen one. And unfortunately, it did not work out. He might have expected a lot from him. Or he said he started, taking things for granted, and then he failed, and he left WWE for a while, went off elsewhere, and he better on people who they make the wrestling universe, pretty much what he was talking about, and says, which is why he knew he had to come back to NXT and get the NXT championship. Because this is not Bobby Roode's NXT. This is your NXT. This is your NXT. Perfect point. Everybody in the crowd saying this is our NXT. Like a really fired up promo from Drew McIntyre. And I'm glad Drew I didn't get to watch much of Drew McIntyre when I first started watching WWE back in 2013, but I'm glad he's getting this second chance. He's going to revive his WWE career, get this NXT title shot at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. I'm still predicting that Roderick Strong may be added in there for a triple threat, but we'll have to see what happens. I mean, I'm really reading spoilers, but I'm predicting it's going to happen because I feel like things between Strong and Bobby Roode aren't over with yet, but as I'm predicting, we'll see what happens. They have a really nice promo cut between them. Speaking of which, it was advertised that Bobby Roode will be returning next week to address Drew McIntyre. Also next week, we're going to have Johnny Gargano in his first match since returning after him and Tommaso Ciampa split, an interview with Raul Mendoza, who don't really know him that well, so we'll see where it goes from there. And also, Regal came on and announced that Asuka indeed will defend her title against Ember Moon at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. So then we get to our main event, which was Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami. Cassius Ohno requested this match. There's been tensions going on between him and Hideo Itami. I've been really intrigued by the storyline. Itami has had his injuries that has kept him out for quite a while. In his days in NXT, people start doubting, whether he's going to be sticking around or not. And he's been frustrated, and having this big chip on his shoulder ever since he lost at NXT TakeOver Chicago to Bobby Roode, and Cassius Owens seeming to be the person that he's been pushing around, taking all his frustrations out, and Cassius is trying to give him wake up, you still do things the right way, you're not going to do them this way, especially after the way he's been, he was in his matches against Odie Lorcan, and then a couple weeks ago he tagged with Tommy and Ono tagged in the match against Sanity. Tommy wouldn't tag again, and he blamed the loss on Cassius Ono. So then Ono, the tension between them, he requested this match just to settle this between them and knock some sense into it. Tommy. The match was pretty solid. Again, I had to go back and watch before I did this review because I fell asleep during this match last night. But it was still a good match. I enjoyed it, and it furthered the storyline too. As Tommy was disqualified after he did a low blow on Cassius Ohno, and it's making sense. Tommy's frustrated, knowing that he can't get by the right way anymore, and he'd had this vicious assault on Cassius Ohno afterwards, just beating him down. He had, I think, 2 GTSs on him in the ring, and then he was about to walk away, but he walked back and then did a third GTS, planting Ono's head on top of the steel steps, that's how the show ended, and Tommy walked out. And this pretty much did, in my opinion, and a lot of people opinion, did solidify the Hideo Itami heel turn. Tomorrow I will do my WWE turn alert on Hideo Itami's heel turn, going a little bit more in depth on it. But again, good match, and I'm very intrigued in this heel Hideo Itami, some fresh to, and it makes sense. But again, I'll talk about that more in my turn alert video, which I will do sometime tomorrow on Hideo Itami solidifying his heel turn on the July 26th edition of NXT. So again, overall thoughts on NXT this week, really solid show. I give it a solid B. What are your thoughts on NXT? Please leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And please click that like and subscribe for more content to come to this channel. Please make sure to also follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. And I'm not sure what content is next on my channel. I've been really busy with workload, so these live reviews and stuff have been the easiest thing for me to do because I don't have much editing to do and stuff. I don't have as much time. So my video game stuff, it will come back. My news, my updated predictions for SummerSlam match card, I want to do that sometime, hopefully over the next few days. I'll get that done as well. And just stay tuned for more content to come on my channel. Just a reminder, this Monday I will not be doing a live Raw review immediately following Raw because I will be in attendance at Raw that Monday night with my good friend Daniel Gaiza. And so I will do a live review either if I have time when I get home, or I'll do it sometime Tuesday during the day. That's it, guys. I'm out. I will see you guys later, and have a good night.